So when we just dig into the cancer biology, so we know cancer is like just uncontrolled cell growth, right? So it is nothing but uncontrolled cell division. So cell divides, as we know, the fetal cells, the reproductive cells, they will continuously, they will be dividing. But at certain time, like after a certain age, as the person gets matured, so the cell division will not progress in such a drastic condition. But whereas in the cancer, you can see uncontrolled and drastic progression in the cell division. So that is one of the major, uh, what you call, the hallmark of cancer. Okay, so uncontrolled cell division. So the next concept what you can see in cancer is, so it just evade the normal regulatory mechanisms. Okay, so there will be normal regulatory mechanisms to check where the cancer is, like where the normal cell is going to be cancerous. So as soon as the normal cell division takes its diversion, so these checkpoints are there which will stops or blocks the progression of these normal to diverted mechanisms. So the cancer will evade this and it can skip those checkpoints. So what happens during that skip, or when it evades those checkpoints, the normal cell will convert into cancerous cell, and whereas those regulatory mechanisms cannot block converting from a normal cell to a cancerous cell. Okay, so majorly how these cancerous cell will be formed, majorly because of genetic mutations. See, genetic, when we know these cancers are just not from directly from one cell dividing to other cell, so the dividing to like number of cells, but it goes from gene. Okay, so from DNA, the cancerous cell can be, you can just go, if you just go back from where the cancer is coming from. So the final or the complete, if you go back, you can see the DNA is the major culprit there. So because of the mutation in those genes, so may gives rise to cancer. Okay, so the cancer arises from genetic mutations. So once it enter into cancerous, so it leads to tumor formation, and finally it may go up to metastasis. So tumor formation is nothing but uncontrolled growth of cells. It becomes a mass of cell. Okay, that is called as a tumor. But once it starts migrating to other parts of the body, and once it goes from one type of cell to other type of cell, that is called metastasis. So from tumor formation to metastasis, it's a long journey, but it happens because those cells, the cancerous cells, they will skip the evade the checkpoints. They will break down the normal regulatory mechanisms. So those all regulatory mechanisms cannot control those tumor cells to grow into metastatic. So due for that reason only, tumors may be benign, or tumor can lead up to malignancy. So what is benign and malignancy? Benign is just the initial tumor formation. Once it crosses the tumor formation, and once those tumor cells will migrate to other parts of the other organs and other parts of the body, and it evade those regulatory mechanisms, and it will start uh, uh, like uh, in different parts of the body. So that is called malignancy. So both genetic and environmental factors will contribute to this. See, both genetic means, here genetic means it is from the genes. Okay, so the major contributions from for this cancer is from genetic and even the environmental factors.